I would love to see the stenographer's notes on that exchange about between Man and the network about giving the show a launch. I would love to know what all the issues were because oftentimes they're not even what we think they are,
Right,
you
right,
know.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
you theorize,
What do you
But
think
I
they
loved
were?
it. I mean, I love Miami Vice too. I've never seen anything like Miami Vice when it came
That's
out as a kid.
they say that it started as a pitch. He
Yeah,
went in, he went in and he had two or three different ideas. They said no, pass, pass, pass. And on the way out the door, he said something like, "Mm, you know, crimes
MTV
with
Cops or something.
MTV, yeah,
Yeah,
MTV cops, yeah." And they
but
said sold.
he had to know that's what was going to get him because that was like all you had to say in those days, right? MTV, it's like MTV and this. My buddy Jeff Fahey has the ultimate scene in Miami Vice. Tubbs, Rico Tubbs, the coolest character on TV in those days, is doing his South African rebellion undercover accent, and he's buying Stinger missiles from Fahey's character, and they need to know that they work. So Fahey's character picks up the Stinger and fires a rocket right into Sonny Crockett's Ferrari and blows it apart. And Sonny just takes down his Ray-Bans in shock, like, what the fuck? And
Come
Rico
on, I love
Tubbs,
it. See, I
yeah,
love that.
yeah,
That makes me
it's
excited. That's show business, you know.
yeah, and you could totally see it now that I'm and the flames are in his Ray-Bans as he pulls them down, like a wall of fire comes down, and all Rico Tubbs says is sold.
Stingers, pal. Stingers. That's what we ordered. That's what we paid for. That's what we want.
These are dated 1980.
So? So? What do we look like we just fell off a cabbage truck or what? They've been on the shelf 6 years.
So what? The Missouri was 45 years old. Lebanese didn't know the difference.
How do I know these are gonna go bang?
You worried about that?
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable concern.
Sold.
Sold. I'm buying them. It was just one of those great moments, but there
I
were
love it.
so many. You know, it's funny to bank on a show where your action element is almost secondary. Your setting and your landscape seems to be priority one. It
Yeah,
seemed to be.
yeah, design like every layer was polka dotted with the guy
Yeah.
had a and his clothes were like striped and he had like it was all fucking wild mod colors.
Yeah.
And I met the designer on that. And he said, "Yeah, we just paint everything. We painted everything that the camera was going to see." And it was all like sort of like Batman, kind of like everything was sort of slightly askew and colorful. And you're in Miami,
Right.
like what can go wrong, you know? It was, but he made bank on that show. He made real money, you know.
Oh, without a doubt. And the setup of the original pilot is one of the all-time great TV episodes. Easily, probably in the top 10, even today. That whole idea that, people forget it starts with Rico Tubbs on an assassination mission. He's going to murder Calderon in a New York nightclub. It doesn't start in Miami. It starts in the streets of
Hmm,
New York.
hmm.
Calderon slips the noose, and then later you cut to Sonny Crockett doing his Sonny Crockettness. Jimmy Smits is his partner. He's blown sky high in a
Schmitz
bad drug
gets the
deal.
really Schmitz goes away, huh?
Yes, Smits goes away, and then all of a sudden he thinks they're all matched up in like a undercover buy situation. Tubbs is the cop from New York. They're from Miami. Three-fourths of the dealers turn out to be cops. Tubbs, before they discover his identity, steals his boat, and Crockett's got to jump in his Ferrari, hit the highway, get to a bridge, and drop down on it. I mean, that's like brilliant. And then they kind of decide to partner up, and there's that scene where Calderon's in the nightclub, and they're like, you know, this champagne is from Senor Calderon over there, and then like Tubbs just beelines on him because he killed his brother and just cuts right through the crowd to like And you're like, what is he going to do? And Crockett's like, what's the matter? And he goes over there and he's like, thank you for the champagne. It's a nice gesture, Mr. Calderon. He's like, welcome to Miami. And he's got like the hand with all the jewels.
Yeah.
And you're just like, this fucking show, and they're doing it to like the Lionel Richie All Night Long. And they're in a Miami nightclub. And I'm like, this show. I mean, who did not fall in love with that show after that pilot,
Yeah. No, it's true, huh? It's absolutely true.
They come out of darkness, sometimes with thunder, sometimes with lightning. Their presence means death.
The prison master was afraid of him. The guards were afraid of him. The town was afraid of him. Lucifer is coming for you. Rest easy, Jack Carr said in a low tone. You're in the final 30 seconds of your life. No quarter. No quarter. Kill all masters. Coming soon